Math 1 Practice 2.7.2 Constructing Functions from Graphs and Tables. So now we're looking to build our linear or exponential functions. Remember, linear is f of x equals a plus b times x. Exponential is f of x equals a times b to the x. Okay, where a is our y-intercept and b is our slope in linear, and our multiplier, our ratio, in exponential. Okay, so we find those two pieces, we construct the equation. Alright, so this first one you should know is linear. So first off, we look for the y-intercept. It's right there at 4. So 0, 4. So a is 4. Now take that point and then pick another point to find our slope. So here's a good point right there. So now we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's negative to the right 1. So our growth is negative 6 over 1. It's always the vertical over the horizontal, y over x. So we simplify that to just our b of negative 6. So f of x equals 4 minus 6 times x, or negative 6x plus 4, same thing. Now we got our exponential because it's curved. Okay, first of all, our y-intercept is going to be there at negative 2. Okay. Now, our asymptote looks like it's at the x-axis, so we don't have to worry about any other thing because sometimes we have a plus c here if it's switched around. Now, normally they go up like this, so going down like this means that we're going to have a negative. Okay, that negative 2 will make it do that. So, now we figure out how it's growing. So looking at these points, okay, so as I go to the right one, I go from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8. So we're going to be timesing by 2. So our a is negative 2, and timesing by 2 is our b. So we go f of x equals negative 2 times 2 to the x. And there's our answer for that one. Okay, number 2, y-intercept of 1 here. So I know it's going to go f of x equals 1. Then what am I doing? Well, let's find another point right here. So we go up 1, 2, 3, 4. To the right 1, 2. Could have went right there, right, and gone up 2 to the right 1. Because 4 over 2 reduces to 2 over 1, or just 2. So plus 2x. For our exponential, there's our y-intercept at 8. So we're going to go f of x equals 8 times. Now, find some more points. So we go from 8 to 4 to 2 to 1. So we're going this way. So we're dividing by 2, or in other words, timesing by 1/2. So times by 1/2 x. And that's all we got to do for those ones. Alright, the last one, y-intercept here at 10. And we've got a point there, so we're down 1. So negative 1 to the right 2. So starting at 10, my growth is negative 1 over 2. So I go f of x equals 10 minus 1/2 times x. Now with the tables, I think it's even easier. You find where your start number is going to be where 0 is. So that's our start number. That's our start number. Start, start, start. And then how's it growing? 10 to 40 to 160. We're timesing by 4 each time. So start number, so f of x equals 10 times 4 to the x because we're multiplying. Number 7, start number, so f of x equals 16. Then down to 13, then down to 11.5, then 8.5. This one's going to be a little trickier, isn't it? I suspect we're multiplying by something. So you grab a calculator, and we go 13 divided by 16. Then let's go 11.5 divided by 16, or 13. 8.5 divided by 11.5. Okay. That's not giving me the same number here. So we'd be subtracting by 3, then subtracting by 1.5. Oh, duh. Gotta watch here what's happening. Are we counting by ones? No. Gotta be counting by the same thing. So we want to think of it this way. They'll do this to us. I didn't realize they were. Let's see if we can figure it out if we go like this. Okay, so 13 minus 11.5 is 1.5. If I minus 16 by 1.5, that gives me 14.5. If I minus by 1.5, that gives me 13, right? Well, 11.5 minus 1.5 gives me 10. 10 minus 1.5 gives me, so sometimes you have to fill in the pieces. So still start, now my growth. So minus 1.5 times x. So sometimes we have to do that because it looks like a couple of these are trying to trick us that way, huh? Same with this one. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So negative 12, negative 4, 20, 28. So it looks like we're adding 8. So that'd be positive 4. That would be 12, yeah. Start number, so f of x equals negative 12 plus 8, it's linear, times x. Alright, now 9 and 10. So 9, we've got our start number, so f of x equals negative 2. Then we get to negative 14, so what if we times by 7? Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14, times 7 again is negative 98. So growth times 7, it's exponential to the x. Last one, negative 7 is our start, so f of x equals negative 7. How do we get to 56? Negative 7 times 8 gives us negative 56 times 8 gives us negative 448. There's our growth times 8 to the x. Okay, so obviously, hopefully you can see that when you have the graph and the table, much easier than if you have the story problem. So there we go.